Yaddy ha, yaddy yaddy ha, yaddy ha, fuck yeah, yaddy hardy ha. I have no ideas about the song. Yaddy ha, me hearties, and welcome to an APE. Today, we shall, yes, we are timer block programming. We are going to use the programming block. What? If you probably actually don't know, but I'm one of those guys that I see the programmable block as an absolutely useless item that I would never ever use because I don't know C#. And have you seen the code that people make? It's gibberish. It's voodoo, black magic, madness. But with the help of a friend, my waifu Seoxernix, I actually found something that is really cool, and it just improved my experience, and I'm going to use this in basically at least all of my mining ship from now on, and hopefully in all of my ships, because it's easy to set up, and it looks really cool, and it's very informative. So I'm gonna show you how to do it as well. And what we're gonna do is we're going to place down an LCD, and it's going to show us basically whatever we want. So what's in our storage, how much storage capacity we have, what blocks are damaged, how fast we're going, what the time is. We can make it show a lot of stuff, and it's very, very easy to set up. So we're going to start off by just placing down the blocks and doing the groundwork. The script I am using is called Masters Automatic LCD. And I'll put the link in the description to go there. I'll put the guide in the description as well, so you can... Because I'm still following the guide myself, I don't know this program fluently, of course. Or this script. So this is... I'm basically not going to write any code myself today. I'm just going to place these two... the timer block and a programming block down here. And we'll start off with the stuff to make the program work. So I'll go into this program block... LCDs. I was gonna name it that. And we're gonna edit here. And we're gonna browse workshop. And I have this configurable automatic LCDs is the name. And I'm just gonna double click that. And there we go. There it's in. You place check code. Remember and exit. And then you can forget that this programming blocks exists. Because that's what I'm going to do right now. Plung, it's gone. And we'll go to the timer block. We're gonna name that program, just because I want to know which programming block or which timer block this is. Set the delay to 1 second. And type program. So I get both of them up. Set it to run the programming block and have no in the text edit there. There comes up this little thing. I don't think you need to put anything here unless you're doing something very special. And then start the timer block itself. So this is the programming timer block. And this is this guy. What I'm going to do now is just start this. And it's going to run a loop, and it's running the program all the time. And that's all we need to do with those guys. We can now forget that these exist. And then we're going to place a look at it of. I'm just going to make sure that this is actually the right way up. It is the right way up. That's perfect. Because in you have to do that in DX11, which we are on, by the way, because it's stable enough, except for this guy. You have to actually put this something up on the screen so I can know which way is up. And then I need to go somewhere else because I need to type brackets, and I can't do that in Space Engineers for some reason. So go in here, in the name, you're going to add bracket, LCD, and closing bracket. So this is the square brackets that, at least on my Swedish keyboard, is Alt, 8, and 9. But you will see these. It will tell you in the guide as well that you need to put this in. And it's going to tell us unknown command public, because now we can start adding our commands. So let's actually go over here so I can see the commands. I'm going to start with the things that I know. And just in this public title, you will type your commands. So if I type oxygen, in here, it's going to show us all the oxygen information. And that's pretty simple. So it shows us the pressure in the air vent's head, or basically it shows us this number down here in the air vent head ventilation thing, air vent. And in the open hangar, and this is the air vent airlock 2, and that's airlock 1. These are for the hangar. Which one is that? That is the open hangar airlock, okay. So the back of our ship is depressurized. The farms are at 31% storage. The tank is at 89% storage. And are we actually gaining oxygen here? Ice? Ice? No! The oxygen generator is out of ice. So we're not accumulating that much oxygen. But that is just one thing you can do. You can type damage as well. If you can type correctly, damage. And it will show us all of the damage in the ship. All of it. We might want to make this smaller. There we go. We have the telescope, armor slope thruster, 48, 53, and 49. Connector cargo. You can see that these are all the damage stuff on our ship. So what I could do is have this, and when something gets damaged, I can see, oh, that thing is damaged, and I'll go in there. We can also go in list X, I think. And invlist is showing what we have in our storage. If I remove the X, it's going to show us a little bit more. So the X is there to just show us the things that we actually have. So this could be a good thing to have. We have 486 uranium, and then it shows ore on the right. We don't have any ore at all. No, we don't have any ore. Everything has been processed. And 7.2 million iron. Yeah, you can see we have quite a lot of everything. I mean, platinum, we don't have that much platinum. But yeah. So that's interesting. So you can see all the ore we have. And if you want to show more, we could... I want that in the bottom, actually. So do that, and power, and the column. And it's gonna show us all the power that we have. And we're gonna do a power reactor. And it's only going to show us the reactor power. So we're currently using almost nothing of our reactors. And we're just using the solar panels. That's probably because we're not running anything. So if I do this... There we go. Now we're using a bit of our reactors. I think we're using... Yeah, we're using the batteries, so we're not actually showing the batteries. Anyway, instead of me just standing here blabbing about what you can do, just read the guide yourself. Just scroll down. You'll reach a place that looks somewhat like this, and it will show you all of the commands you can use. And it will tell you what they do and a little bit of how you can customize them. And check out for yourself. But what we're gonna do now is we're gonna revive Bertha, and we're gonna upgrade her things. We're gonna do Bertha 2.0 or 3.0, I don't know yet, which there's some form of Super Bertha. Let's just grab 5 here, and we're gonna go out. We're gonna rebuild Bertha because she deserves it, because she's worth it. And yeah, it will be a fun time. I'll revive her off camera, because I mean, you've seen me build her once, and I'm just gonna use a projector. I also put a cargo container here right now, so I can actually build stuff out here. Bertha, Bertha, Bertha is alive. and a little bit improved. I put some displays on her, and I'm quickly gonna tell you what they do and show you the text I had to put in, which very minimal text I put in. The most of it was just deciding where I want stuff on the display. So here we have the timer and the command block. Not the command block. Well, this is not Minecraft. The programming block. Oh, bleep, 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 bleep. I'm playing CSGO on this computer. Anyway, you can see on the left side. If I could probably just do. No, let's do this. Let's do down. On the left side, we have first of all our reactor. Then we have uranium. How much uranium we have. I put in. I want 5 to be the maximum amount of uranium I have. I'm probably not gonna have more than that. But then it's gonna show me how much I have in this progress bar. So currently, if I go to the reactor, which also is called Bertha reactor, it's Bertha reactor. So go in here, reactor, we have a 4.99, and that's so close to 5 that, well, of course it's 5. And then center damage, that's just text, and then it shows us our damaged blocks. So look at it, Tov. Let's go in and actually size that up. Probably can do that on the other one as well. Not that much, but there we go. So there we go, we have the cockpit, 1 drill, and the programmable block. So let's fix the cockpit. And just see that go away. So let's see. Now it's just a drill and programmable block. So look in the corner there. And the programmable block disappeared. And then I'm pretty sure it's the center drill. I did purposely leave one of the drills just to show that. But when we get back, we have no damaged blocks found. Very nice. That's good information. That's really good information to have. So if we go in. Check the left. Left, I could actually do that. And right. And you can see that I have 2 displays, but I only have 1 programmable block. So you can set up the displays individually. It will just go every other display. So each display is updated every other second because we have a 1-second delay on the timer. There we go. But back to the LCD. We have the left one. Quickly gonna go through this. This is just the power command. It's gonna show me the power. If I dock to another ship, it's actually gonna show me the power of that ship as well. So I can add here reactor, and it's gonna show me the power of my reactor. And even if I dock to another ship with the connector, it's still just gonna show me mine. If I leave it just power, when I dock to the Overlord, it's actually gonna show the Overlord's power as well. So I want to avoid that. The next thing we have here is Invalist X. I showed you that before. Probably don't know. But this is just showing what I have in my inventory. And then I specified I want to see what's in Bertha reactor's inventory. So this reactor that I have. So minus all. That means I don't want to see anything other than plus uranium. I want to see uranium. And my quota is 5. Which is why it says 5 out of 5. So I could do... it's a little bit hard to explain like this, but if I do 10, you will see that when it updates, it says I have 5 out of 10, because 10 is my quota to have. But I want it to be 5, so let's put it back to 5. The next one is center damage. It's just the text. So I can put whatever text I want here. I can put hat. And it will show center hat. It's not supposed to show the hat. Or show the center. It's supposed to just show damage in the center. But there's something wrong. And then we have the damage one. You don't need much specification to that. And on the right hand side, we show our speed. We show the golden landing gear's position. So if I unlock, it's gonna say ready. And if I fly up, it's gonna say unlock. But you can see that this is pretty unresponsive, really, most of this stuff. So what you can do, if you are brave, is go into the timer, set up action, and set it to trigger now instead of start. This is now gonna be much more responsive. And we can see now, we go there, you can see it's basically real-time information. basically, I'm not sure what this does to the frame, and I cannot actually see that right now. Oh, I guess I have a big frame thing up in the top. What about the sim speed? Where's the sim speed? Simulation speed 1. It's 1. And timer, block, setup actions, and starts. That does absolutely no difference. Okay. So I'm actually gonna set it to trigger now, because I like the very responsive thing. So we are ready to engage the lock. We have the cargo space. How much cargo do we have? And also below that we have something that you don't see right now. So if I go in here, we have speed. That's just the speed display at the top. And then working is a command that shows me what state a certain block is. It works with connectors and assemblers and refineries. Anything that have different states, it's gonna show. It works with the doors and stuff as well. And I just named the landing gear golden landing gear. And I put in the name of the block in just golden landing. That was enough. It's unique enough. And there we go. Then I have cargo all Bercar. It's a short for Bertha cargo. And if I search Bercar here, you can see the connector, the drills, and the cargo container. It's all named Bercar. So it's a unique identifier to this ship. So you put the command and unique identifier and it works fine. In the end, I have inv-list x Bercar. And this only shows the items I have. So if we were to fly to an asteroid, let's just... Actually, just because I'm doing the spotlight here, I found a really nice post on the Reddit, which is RGB values for real world lights. So for example, the recommendation here is to have the fall off set to 2 and the intensity set to 1. Now it does make it a little bit darker and you can play around with this, but trust me, it's worth it because of the visuals being amazing. And it looks, the lighting looks a lot better. It just looks a lot better if we go into the... I should really have 2 spotlights for this. But if we just max it and default that, it's just very bright, but it looks amazing when you have these settings on. And there are some really nice settings. There's like candle lights and there's a bunch of lights. You should take a look at it at least. But anyway, we're gonna fly up here. We're gonna select our drills. We're gonna start mining. And we see that we are mining iron. And our storage is going up. Our sim speed is going down. I cannot see anything. But we are filling the cargo. And we have 7% full cargo. We have iron. We have stone. And our reactors is going mad. Let's actually see if the timer does make a difference here. Setup actions. Start. It should be less responsive now. And it is. Not sure if there's even a sim speed difference. It might work a little bit faster. But anyway, you can see your cargo. You can see your speed. You can see everything. Except that it's really dark. Bertha, destruction mode. There we go. And timer. I just like this more. Looks good. You can't see the timer working because it's going so fast. But then you can fly around like this. Just find where the place is supposed to be. And then, again, Bertha is not the most well-designed ship, so it's hard to see where you're flying. But that is one massive ship. I cannot get over how large that is. Even though we built it in a bit of a easier survival mode, it's still ridiculously large. But there we see the cargo space. We see what we have in our inventory as well, which is really nice. And there's a lot of cool stuff you can do with this. So just read the guide. The guide is of course in the description to the display mod. And honestly, while it can be a little bit scary to begin with, do I have inertial dampeners on? Yes, I did. I'm just really slow. I need to figure out which one I need to access. It should be this one. Wow, can I actually access this anymore? Yes, I can. Let's go here. And let's see what happens when we connect. Can we connect? I don't think we can connect. Do it like that. What happened to the display? Yeah, it's gonna show all the damage on the ship. Because there is no... If we do this LCD and we go to the damage, you see there is nothing behind the damage. And what I'd need to do to actually separate this is to, well, first of all, disconnect. Just do this. Punch us out of the way. Oh, what happened there? Anyway, I would have to put something in the name of each thing. So I would, for example, I could put the name of the ship. So I just take Bertha and I'll add that to every single block. And then, once I have put that in every single block that's on this ship, I go to the LCD, take the right display, left display, and after damage, I add Bertha. And it would just look for the blocks that have the name Bertha in it. But there we go. There's the kind of guide. I have no idea if this is even a guide. It picked up all the stuff so we can see the cargo is empty again and we can go out to mine. And honestly, this is something that it's much better than I thought it would be. We're just going to use the display here, the info. It's ready, and we're going to lock, and there we go. So that was Bertha and the mighty displays. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it's a bit of a weird one. This is something I'm not really sure how to edit this either. I think I'm going to cut out bunch of me just rambling on, and yeah, I just hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to leave a like. Of course, all of the links are in the description. I do recommend you checking this out because there's a lot of stuff that is very informative that you can do very easily with this mod. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to leave a like. If you did not, feel free to leave a dislike, and I shall see you next time.